Picture a tent. In the dead of night, on a remote Siberian mountainside, it is slashed open from the inside. 9 experienced hikers flee into a raging blizzard, barefoot, in temperatures of -30 degrees Celsius. They abandon their warmth, their food, and their sanity. Days later, searchers find a nightmare. Bodies frozen in strange poses, crushed ribs, but no external wounds. A missing tongue, clothes contaminated with faint radiation. The official report closes the case with 5 chilling words: an unknown compelling force. For decades, the question has haunted us: what happened on Dyatlov Pass? Were these skiers killed by nature, by man, or by something beyond our understanding? This is the unsolved mystery that refuses to die. Our story begins in January 1959, the height of the Cold War. A group of 10 bright students and hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute set out on an ambitious ski trek across the northern Ural Mountains. Their goal: to reach Otorten Mountain, a journey classified as the highest difficulty level. Led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, they were not tourists. They were skilled mountaineers, trained for the harsh Soviet winter. Their cameras captured smiles, snowy landscapes, and camaraderie. One member, Yuri Yudin, turned back due to illness, a decision that would save his life. The remaining 9 pressed on. Their final diary entry was playful, with a mock newspaper headline declaring, "Soviet Yeti sighted." It was dated February 1st. They set up camp on the slope of Kolatshiakol, a name meaning dead mountain in the local Mansi language. They had no idea how fitting that name would be. When the group missed their scheduled check-in, a rescue mission was launched. On February 26th, searchers found the tent on the mountainside. It was partially buried, but intact, except for one horrifying detail. It had been cut open from the inside, as if in a state of pure, unthinking panic. Inside, everything was left in orderly condition. Backpacks, supplies, even warm boots and coats were neatly stored. It was as if the hikers had vanished into thin air in the middle of the night. But outside, a trail of footprints told a different story. A frantic dash downhill toward a dark forest of cedar trees over a kilometer away. Following the trail, rescuers made a grim discovery. Near a large cedar tree, they found the first 2 bodies, Yuri Doroshenko and Georgy Krivonyshenko. They were dressed only in their underwear, next to the remains of a small fire. Their hands were scorched as if they had clung to the burning branches. The cause of death: hypothermia. 3 more bodies were found between the tree and the tent: Igor Dyatlov himself, Zinaida Kolmogorova, and Rustem Slobodin. They had all succumbed to the cold while trying to crawl back to their shelter. But the mystery was about to deepen, much deeper. When the spring thaw came in May, the final 4 bodies were discovered in a ravine, 75 meters from the cedar tree. They were better dressed, with clothes scavenged from their fallen friends, and their injuries were catastrophic. Lyudmila Dubinina and Semyon Zolotaryov had suffered massive chest trauma. Their ribs were crushed inward with the force of a car crash, yet there was no bruising on their skin. Nikolai Thibault Brignol had a fatal skull fracture, and Lyudmila was missing her tongue, her eyes, and part of her lips. A forensic examination revealed another bizarre twist. Some of the clothing contained elevated levels of radioactivity. One victim's hair had inexplicably turned gray. The Soviet authorities, after a brief investigation, shut the case. The files were classified, and the world was left with a puzzle. Over the decades, countless theories have emerged, each more haunting than the last. Theory 1: the avalanche. This is the modern scientific explanation. In 2019, a Russian investigation concluded a slab avalanche could have caused the panic. The hitters, startled, cut their way out and fled. Later, while trying to retrieve supplies, some may have fallen into the ravine, suffering the terrible injuries. It is logical, clean, but many ask, why were there no classic avalanche signs? Why did the tent remain standing? Theory 2: military involvement. The Urals were a secretive military zone. Could the hikers have stumbled upon a test? Theories suggest infrasound weapons causing panic or a secret rocket explosion. The radiation on their clothes fuels this fire. Was the unknown compelling force actually a classified Soviet weapon? Theory 3: the paranormal. Locals spoke of ancient curses on Dead Mountain. Other hikers in the region reported strange glowing orbs in the sky that very night. The blurry final photograph from the group's camera appears to show a tall, slender figure in the distance. Could they have encountered something otherworldly? Theory 4. A deadly panic. Perhaps it was a perfect storm of fear. A rare weather phenomenon called a katabatic wind might have slammed into the tent, sounding like a freight train. In their terrified hypothermic state, they experienced paradoxical undressing and made fatal decisions. The injuries? A tragic series of falls in the dark. Each theory has its believers and its flaws. The Avalanche Theory is official, but it doesn't satisfy the human need for a complete story. The military theory is compelling, but lacks concrete proof. The mystery endures because no single answer feels entirely sufficient. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains a black hole in history, a story where facts dissolve into shadows. Whether it was a freak of nature, a human cover-up, or something beyond science, the truth died with those 9 hikers on that frozen mountainside. But their story is a warning, a reminder that our world still holds dark corners that logic cannot easily light. It asks us a simple, terrifying question. What would make you slash open your only shelter and run into a deadly frozen night? What do you believe happened? Was it the avalanche, a secret weapon, or something else? Unleash your theory in the comments below. If you were chilled by this journey into the unknown, you need to subscribe to Mystery Doom. We uncover history's darkest secrets, true horrors, and survival stories that defy belief. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a mystery, because the past is not just a story, it's a warning, and we are here to listen. This has been Mystery Doom. Until next time.